Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome to Mario Maker Mayhem. Welcome to another edition of Add or Pass. Very simple. Each episode that I do of this little series, by the way, I'm only doing this series up until Super Mario Maker 2 releases, but maybe I might tweak it. Maybe, stuff we could see in the future. Who knows? That's for future me to decide. Anyway, if you haven't seen the series, it's very simple. I take one enemy, one object, one item, one power-up, one something from the Mario universe, and then kind of give a little bit of a background on it, show a little bit of gameplay with it, and then kind of give my opinion on if I would add or pass on the item to put in Super Mario Maker 2. Very simple, right? So today, I don't know, is he, I'm going to classify it as an enemy, all right? Kamikaze Koopa. It's a very strange one. We could also call it the flashing shell, the yellow Koopa. It has quite a few different names to go by. So what is it? It's basically a yellow Koopa, just the Koopa, who crawls into a Koopa shell, and then this Koopa shell ends up flashing, becoming like yellow, green, red, blue, just kind of flashing through a bunch of colors. And then it chases you back and forth, whatever side you're on. If you run into the right, it's going to be chasing you. And it's got good amount of speed to it. And again, I will jump into a little bit of gameplay, showcasing what I mean by it. So that's coming up in just a couple minutes. But so it's a character, it's this item, it's this enemy that chases you once it's in the shell. Now, I think you could make some insane ideas with this. A chase level comes to mind. Something that just chases you the whole time. Something you're not able to, take out. An enemy that you're not able to, kill. Something you can't get rid of. So, think of just like a stage. Starts upper left-hand side of the screen and then maybe gradually just kind of works its way down, the stage. And then you just kind of, you're trying to outrun it. You're trying to get away from it. Or maybe just a flat vertical stage. Flat horizontal stage. Basically, you start with this flashing Koopa next to you, or this yellow Koopa, this Kamikaze Koopa next to you, and you run through the stage. Think of just an idea for chase stages. You wouldn't be able to have any power-ups. That way you won't be able to get rid of this thing. That way it makes it a bit more interesting, a bit more fun, a bit more dramatic, if you want to say it like that. So again, it'll make more sense if you've never heard of this term ever, or if you've never heard of this character before. The gameplay I will show in, again, just a couple minutes will show you what I mean by it, but it's a very fun enemy that would, kind of chase you. I already said that, so I think it's a great enemy. But let's talk about, why it doesn't make too much sense. First of all, you have to have a Koopa climb into a shell. Now, to my knowledge, we don't really actually have the Koopa by itself, do we? I don't think that's a thing. And since that's not a thing, how are you going to have just the Koopa without the shell? How are you going to have that as an enemy that doesn't exist? At least, best to my knowledge, it doesn't. How are you going to have that jump into a shell all of a sudden? Alright, yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. Although you could just have it be its own separate enemy, its own separate thing. It could just be the Kamikaze, this flashing shell Koopa already. Just place it and it's going to start going, whatever. And the good thing is about it, you can take out, it would be able to take out other enemies. It'd be able to take out, maybe even smash through some blocks and stuff. Yeah, my phone's charged. But it'd be able to, kind of clear a path. You could use it strategically, but, it'd be pretty fun. Again, I believe if I'm reading this right, it's only been in, Super Mario World? Sure is in the remake Super Mario Advance 2 Super Mario World, but it's not something that's really been used a whole lot. Yeah, latest appearance, Super Mario World. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2001. So, yeah, it's not something that's brought up, ever. It's not something that I see other people bring up, so it's not something that, makes a ton of sense to be like, hey, let's go grab this random enemy from, 2001 from its last appearance. Let's go grab that and put it into the game. Although you could make some, again, I still think you could do some really awesome stuff with it. I completely understand it's very random, very out of left field. It's not something that people are like, yeah, we need to have that. This is not one of those top of the list sort of enemies, top of the list sort of items, characters, whatever it is. It's not something we truly need, but it would make for some good stuff. So let me jump into a little bit of gameplay to show how it is, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. Alright, let's check out this little bad boy, this little enemy. So, I'm going to let the Koopa jump in there. So, basically... Oh, what? Koopa! No! I need that Yoshi. No, don't let me land on you. Awesome, there we go. I don't want to land on it because I will smash it. Yoshi will actually destroy it. So, this is... Look at that. It's got some really good speed to it. It would make for a very interesting... So, oh! I destroyed it. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Yeah, you get the idea of kind of chase levels that I'm talking about. Very fun aspect to it. Again, Yoshi can't eat it. Check this out. Let the Koopa jump in, though. And now Yoshi can fly. It's got all sorts of, like, different, no, Yoshi. Well, there goes the Yashi. There goes the Yashi. All right, bye. All right, but Yoshi would get different sort of power-ups based, from the yellow flashing little Koopa. But again, this thing chases you. This thing is relentless. I wish I had a better spot for this. And look, if Mario jumps on it, ready? Mario jumps on it. Well, if he wanted to. Okay, maybe he could just get squished and I lose both my feathers. Awesome! But anyway, if he jumps on it, he doesn't destroy it. He just simply bounces off of it and just keeps going on with his day. But going back to what I was trying to say is, this would be great if I was able to not get smushed again. But if I had other enemies being able to line up here to show you that the Kamikaze Koopa takes out anything in its path, except for, well, solid walls. But you place Goombas, Galoombas, other Koopas, it takes them out. There's that Koopa again. But it takes them out. There you go. You get the idea of how this little enemy, this little character would play. So now that we've seen how the enemy, I guess, yeah, I'm still calling it an enemy. Now that we've seen how this enemy would end up playing out, and you could have some fantastic ideas behind this, for me, this is still an ad. But, it's very, very, very low on my ad list. There's still stuff. There's still enemies. There's just still power-ups that I don't want. And eventually I will probably make videos on stuff that I would pass on. But for me, this is something I would love to see added to the game. It would make so much, just such a cool feel to it. Just something awesome. I don't know. I just like it. Plus, Yoshi, if we end up getting multicolored Yoshis and Yoshi eats eats up the Kamikaze flashing shell Koopa thing, it has different sort of, it has like a little ground pound sort of effect, a little earthquake sort of kind of thing. Would be able to take out enemies around it every time Yoshi jumps. Boom, 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 something like that. So for me, this is, where's my mouse? There it is. So again, for me, like I said, this is an ad, but this is very, very, very low on my list of things that I would like to see added to the game. So if it doesn't happen, which I highly doubt it will, I'm not going to be too upset about it. I'm not going to, get on social media and be like, why isn't this in the game? Where? Nah, it's all cool. If it doesn't happen, it's good. Either way, it would make for a fun item, but yeah, who knows. Anyway, that is going to wrap up this little edition of Add or Pass. Again, let me know what you guys think of it. Would you add or pass this little enemy? If not, I guess you wouldn't. I guess so. But that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions of something you want to see maybe in a future Add or Pass episode, go ahead, feel free to leave something specific down in the comments, and I can't promise I'll get to it, but I will try to get to it, try to make a little video on it. Anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, this is Mario Maker Mayhem. Wow, we're only what's the date? We're only like 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away from Mario. We're almost there. We're almost 2 weeks away from Mario Maker 2. We're almost there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.